Americans' fascination with crime and law enforcement started early. Faced with a lawless frontier, Americans armed themselves for self-defense. In fact, 3 common American terms all refer to a single type of weapon that's hundreds of years old: the musket.
So I understand the Revolutionary War gave us a lot of terms out of the weaponry department.
Well, if you look at this weapon and the technology behind it at the time, it is the lock, stock, and barrel. The lock being the firing mechanism of the piece, the stock being the wood part of the weapon, and the barrel, which is obvious like that, is where the projectile came out. And this is where the lock, stock, and barrel derived from.
Today, lock, stock, and barrel means the whole shebang. But there's more. This musket also had a small pan that held the powder.
Sometimes the powder itself would ignite in the pan, but it wouldn't ignite the charge,
Right.
thus flash in the pan.
So flash in the pan was a shot that didn't actually work.
Exactly.
And the musket had 2 settings: half-cocked and fully cocked.
If you only had the weapon half-cocked, it was safe, and no matter what you did, the weapon would fail to fire. So going off half-cocked means you were going off ill-prepared to utilize the tool.
Interesting. Now people say it all the time.
But lock, stock, and barrel was just the beginning of how firearms enriched our language. If you're persistent, for example, you stick to your guns. A wild guess is a shot in the dark. To improvise is to shoot from the hip.
Just boom.
An impulsive person is trigger happy. And an honest man is a straight shooter.